Hi guys, welcome to Unbox Anything. Today we'll be looking at the pros and the cons of the Phunkeeduck. This was the first Segway, like I mentioned in my other video. This was the very first Segway, so I'm actually planning on keeping it forever. So in like 50 years when I'm old and stuff, I can sell it off for like $1,000 or something, because basically they were the first Segways, but obviously a week after people started buying them, and I mean small companies started making them, and before you knew it they were going for a cheaper price, which is fine. I mean, I got mine for 800, other people bought theirs for 200, maybe some 100. It's not fair, is it? But yeah, I'll just try to say a few pros and cons. So I've had this for 2 years, I'll have to say. I got it in May 2015. Yeah, I thought I might do a review if you're out there and you're interested in buying it, or maybe because they're not on the website. These are not on the website of the Phunkeeduck, and they're not on Amazon, I've checked. So you can only find them maybe if someone's reselling it. I am not reselling mine, I have to tell you that. Yeah, but if you find someone that's reselling them, you can go. I just want to give you a view of one of the pros and the cons of the Phunkeeduck. So first things first, so one of the pros is that it's costly. I mean, that's not a pro, sorry, that's a con. It's costly, but the pro about that is that it's more, it will last longer. I've not seen any Phunkeeducks being catching fire. The amount of Segways I've seen catching fire and stuff, I've never seen a Phunkeeduck catch fire. This is like the celebrity version of Phunkeeducks. I mean, if you get one, you're safe, to be fair. There's never been one that's caught fire, so it's safe, and obviously it's quite pricey. If you find someone that's reselling, they're probably going to be reselling it for 500, 400 or something. Whereas if you find someone reselling a normal, the other ones that small companies have made, and they'll probably be going for about 100. I've seen some for 80 quid. And so yeah, but with this one, I mean, you never see it catch fire or anything. The other thing I thought is that I've had a lot of crashes with this one, because first time I got it, can you believe this? First time I got my Segway, I went out with my mate. We went to a carnival. I was actually drunk. I was riding this drunk, pissed out of my head, and yeah, first time on a Phunkeeduck, drunk and stuff. I only had one single practice in the house, and I was like, you know what, let me get drunk and take it out. So we went out, we crashed so many times. I'm surprised I did not get any once. But what I was going to say, one of the pros is that no matter how many times it crashed and it flipped like 10,000 times during the carnival, nothing bad happened to it. Whereas I've seen one of my mates who's small, the normal ones, and they've flipped once and pff, that's gone, that's it. The other thing is that the battery lasts really long, so I can't show you on here, but the battery lasts you about from something like 6 hours. I'm being honest, like I was out the whole time and nothing happened to the battery. So the battery is really good, so it will last you quite longer than the normal Segways. So basically what I'm trying to say is that if you have this, the Phunkeeduck, or the new one they've made this year, I think, with the more bumpy tires, because these tires they were just hard, whereas the new ones have like tires you find in what is it, on a bike that you can pump. So if you're riding one and you bump into something, you don't crash. Whereas with these ones, that's what made them hard. Like that's one of the cons. Like the tires are quite hard, so they've not made the tires. So I don't even know if the tires, I don't know what they made them out of. But yeah, once you crash in something, you're gonna fall off and flip. Whereas the new ones, they've made them better. Yeah, so that's the con, the tires. The other thing I like about this one is that it comes with 2 keys. So this can turn it off. So this one's out. It comes with 2. So if one runs out, you still have the other one. So watch, I turn that off, and yeah. And then just to turn it on, you just have to press that button over there. So one of the cons is that you can't turn it on with a key. I think that's not fair, because you have to always go and press that button. Like if you're out, it was quite a struggle when I was out. You have to always come, bend down, and then press that on. It gets boring if you understand what I'm saying. It's a lot better if maybe they had a button on here that could just turn it on without you having to bend down to press that button in. That would be so much better actually, because it's annoying when you're out, like you have to bend over, turn it on, and then get on it. It feels awkward, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the con of it. The other pro is that it works perfectly. The spins are fine. The lights are fine after 2 years. I mean, obviously I did a 2-year review where I focus on what's going on with it. But yeah, another con is that it takes ages to charge. Now I can't remember how long it takes, but I know it takes ages. It takes about 3 hours or something. Now that's quite long, I think. It should have been a lot better if it charges in an hour, because if you're going out, then you have to get it ready for 3 hours before that, and that's kind of boring as well. That's kind of long, so you don't want to be waiting 3 hours for it to charge. So if you forget to charge it, you can't really take it out, so that's the problem. Yeah, so I think that's it from the pros and the cons. And obviously it's a good brand, so I mean, if people know the Segways, it's a good brand, so anyone will know what a Phunkeeduck is. It still understands Salmos, so you can see there on the side, you get your Phunkeeduck sign, and this is kind of like silver, and yeah, it doesn't get dirty easily. That's another pro, because mine, I haven't washed it in 2 years, and really it doesn't look that dirty. I mean, considering that I took it to a carnival and I've been riding it in grass, it doesn't really get dirty easily, which is fine. I've also had water spills in it, and it still works fine. The lights work fine, everything. So I'm just gonna do a test. I'm just gonna get on it, and I'll show you how me on it. So I'll just go ahead. Yeah, it's already on. Put my foot on. It lights as soon as you put your foot on, which is great. I like that. Then once you put your other foot, it also lights. That's also a pro. That's really great. It's also easy, so just a little bit of force and you're moving, and that's it. Whereas I've been on some Segways and it's hard, it's kind of hard sometimes. It won't work if you have to put a little bit more effort with other Segways, whereas with this one it's quite smooth. Like you can see, you can just stand there, and it's so easy to stand as well. That's it. Whereas I've been on other Segways and it's quite hard, you know, compared if obviously you've been on the Phunkeeduck. So yeah, this is just a close-up. The lights are so in sync, I just love it. I've been on some Segways, some of them the lights just stop working for no reason. Especially those Segways you have with the Bluetooth stuff. They're terrible, the Bluetooth speakers and stuff. So that was it from today's pros and the cons of the Phunkeeduck. The other pro is that it also shows you, like you see the green power button, the green power button, that one, it will go red as soon as like about an hour before the battery actually runs out, which is great. So you know when, you know, to get it charged and stuff, which is great. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.